Corruption, we know that is an act which is immoral, illegal, and all religions, Islam and Christianity, do not support corruption. I have checked the Bible and the Quran. All the two religions have condemned corruption and also encourage people to stand against it. In the Quran, there are about 50 places whereby the God condemn corruption and those who spread it, because corruption is spreading mischief on earth, and no society will progress if there is corruption in that place, because there will be no economic stability. That society will be part-time for all acts of criminalities. So that is why we need to do that. And for cybercrime, we know that technology is very, very important in our day-to-day life. And some people are now using technology in a negative side in order to cause havoc to people by taking away their earnings, by stealing even their identities, by spreading some documents or pornographic videos and pictures that have far-reaching consequences on our people. And also, it has been damaging the image of our country and also our people outside the country. And Nigeria as a country, we are facing this challenge. And this is a fact that there are a lot of complaints coming from outside the country that some of our people do or are engaged in this cybercrime. And one area which I want to talk about, it is not only the youth that are engaging in this problem of cybercrime. In Icpc, we have an example whereby to take her video, nude video, and send it to her, send it to him. And he was prosecuted and convicted. And also, there is even another case too, whereby another professor is also facing trial of allegation of this cybercrime, whereby solicitation of nude videos and something that, which if you see in the case whereby the professor was convicted, it was so disheartening because the videos are so graphic that no person, even if somebody doesn't have religion, cannot ask his students to take picture and videos of herself and send to him just because she or he promised to give her grades, sex for grade. So it's not only youth, there is those who are not even youth that are engaged in the issue of cybercrime. And also, recently we are investigating a case whereby in one of the institutions, some youth manipulates the website of one of the educational agencies and even gave admission to people without having the requirements, which has far-reaching. Some of them have even stayed for long in the universities, and now it was discovered that they got admission into a tertiary institution without the requisite criteria. And also, we discovered that those working in the tertiary institutions, they are the ones that help in accessing illegally the server of the institutions and also to manipulate the marks and also to give admission to the people. Now, Icpc as a body, it has 3 mandates, which is the issue of prevention, whereby we try as much as possible to look at what are the challenges we have. We are proactive to identify, to see what we can do. That's why we have been going to some tertiary institutions to see this issue of the sex for grade, which has link with technology. Why? Because most of those who are involved in this kind of crime, they use mobile phones. That's the link. If they cannot have the physical contact, they now solicit of this. We are trying to go, or we have been going there to ensure that we talk to the students. We encourage them that, look, speak up. Don't allow anybody to intimidate you or to solicit for this, because if you're not careful, the videos will go out, and that will be the end of you. Then the issue of public education and enlightenment. This is one of the area whereby we are here trying to discuss this issue, and also sometimes we go into enforcement, like the professor we arrested. He was arraigned and prosecuted by court because of this cyber crime. Now, why corruption flourish? Just like what the Sultan said, that corruption keeps on coming in our society. Why? Because in my view, there is moral bankruptcy. And also, there is no serious punishment against those who engage in corruption. Because hardly will you see those who engage in corruption are given sentence that will deter people. Because where I have a little knowledge about in Islamic law, corruption is spreading mischief. It can even lead to issue of death sentence because of the nature of what those who are doing corruption are doing. That is why that we need serious sanction against those who engage in corruption. That then another issue is that we have weak system. Our governance system is weak. That's why people have opportunity to engage in corruption. When you check, there is a department whereby we went for system and study review. We discovered that the head of the agency, or about close to 1,000 people were employed in that place from one state, while other states, they are having 20, 10, 30, 40. Why? Because if the system is tight, watertight, he will not be able to have that opportunity to use his position to abuse the trust given to him. So if the system is watertight, people will not be able to have that opportunity to commit corruption. And also the issue of accountability. That's another issue. Most of us in public service, we don't want to be accountable. We don't want to be open. We don't want to be transparent. We want to do things in an opaque way. So that is why some of these corrupt practices have been perpetuated, because we are not open and transparent. We don't tell people what we do. We always try to keep things to ourselves. People do not have access to information, and that is why this thing will continue to flourish in our country. Then religious. The position of religious leaders in Nigeria is very, very vital. I can keep on speaking here till tomorrow. Few people will listen to me. But 3 minutes of Sultan's speech will have far-reaching impact on the presence of Khan in our people. That is why it is very, very critical for anti-corruption agencies to use religious leaders to talk to people, to know that corruption and cybercrime is something which is bad, which all our religions abhor them, so we should not indulge in them. And there are so many researches which shows that people listen to the religious leaders and traditional rulers. I came across a research whereby 98% of those who were interviewed, they agreed that once their religious leaders tell them something, they will listen. And also they agree that their religious leader have been telling them that corruption is bad. Then they were asked, okay, what is your position or your action if somebody siphon public money and use it for promotion of religious purpose? And majority of them, they said that that is bad and that is not promotion of religion, which showed that yes, Nigerians are religious people, and also they listen to the religious leaders. Now, what is the role of religious leaders as agents against corruption and cybercrime? I itemize the role. One, I say religious leaders play a crucial role in nurturing young minds and reshaping older adherents' thoughts and understanding towards ethical and behavioral orientation. By preaching, we listen. And whatever our scholars or our pastors tell us, we will listen, because we know that after this time or this place where we are, there is a hereafter.
whereby we are going to account for what we did, and where we know that you don't have a lawyer there, you don't have anybody to intercede, which is one of the problems which we have in this country, that almost the anti-corruption agencies have been facing serious problem of pressure of intercession by people. And there, nobody will intercede on your behalf. Then there's moral authority. Religious leaders, people look at them as people that have moral authority. Whatever they do, people used to look at them, used to emulate them because of what they are doing. So, and also, because of that, that is why it is very important for religious leaders to lead by example. When you preach against corruption, openly, behind the scenes you should preach it. And also, let the adherent of the religion you are leading to see you, that you don't like corruption in your action. And also, when somebody bring money or resources which you know very well that he does not have that amount of money, you reject it. That will send a very good signal. But if we preach against corruption in open, while behind the scene, those who are taking public funds bring you public funds as a religious leader and you collect, I think from that you have defeated that role which you have, because they know that what you are telling them is not true, and also by your conduct you are telling them that there is nothing wrong in engage in corruption. And also education initiatives. The religious leaders can help in educating the youth and the other people about the dangers of corruption, which will help our society. And also there is a need for what I call creating safe spaces for reporting. Because one major problem which we have is that there are people that have information about corrupt activities, but they are afraid of coming forward with the information because of fear of what will happen. And in my view, religious leaders should give that opportunity to people to report to them things that have been done in secrecy, which is corrupt activity, most especially diversion of public funds. We have seen many things. From November 2023 to March 2024, we track 1,723 projects. We save Nigerian government millions of dollars, because you go to a place, you will see that a classroom, 2 classrooms will be budgeted. You will go there, you will see 1, or you will not see anything. Or money will be budgeted for borehole in a particular community. When you go there, you will see the borehole has been taken to a farmland of a big man. You will see the budget of a commission. There is a commission which the money was budgeted, but that money was taken to train local barbers. And it is sad. But if the regional and regional give opportunity, people can be able to say, this is the money budgeted for water in our environment, in our community. But a big man has diverted that money to his farmland. You can be able to reach the EFCC or Icpc. This is what is happening, so that they will reach out and try to see what they will do. Then there is need for promotion of interfaith collaboration. The fight against corruption and cybercrime is not limited to any single faith. It is collective responsibility that all of us in both faiths to come together and see that how we are going to fight. We should unite, collaborate, and initiate how we will come together to ensure that we fight this thing. And also there is need for the religion to share best practices. The Khan, the Nigerian School of Islamic Affairs, they can sit down and share best practices among themselves that they can use interchangeably to talk to their people, so that they will use it in tackling the problem of corruption. Now, all this thing we are saying, we'll be able to do it if we have the fear of God. As Muslims and Christians, we know that we are going to account for our deeds one day. All of us in public office, or some of us at the high level, we hold our sacred books. I held Quran and promised that I will do right to all manner of people and I will not indulge in corruption. So we should always try to think what our scriptures told us. We work with it and we should be firm, straightforward, truthful, so that we can be able to tackle corruption. It is sad that in this country, some people that are truthful, people that stand firm, are being looked as foolish or wicked. Once you stand by the truth, you say that correct thing must be done, you will be tagged as a difficult person, as somebody who is wicked, and somebody who is a strange person in the society. And that thing is discouraging people to fight corruption because the society is not encouraging them. And the society is cherishing. You will see how people, those who siphon government money, are being celebrated or they are being protected by the members of the public. So if we continue to support those who indulge in cybercrime and in act of corruption, then it is sad. Parents of those young men that indulge in cybercrime, they should know that they are not doing good to their children. They should know that collecting money or proceeds of cybercrime is like taking a blood money, because somebody has saved his lifetime money. A young man will go there, hack the account, take away the entire money. And you as a parent, you will be comfortable in your house and you collect that money and go and sleep. My final word is that whatever we are doing, we should have the fear of God, and we should remember one day all of us will account for our deeds in a place whereby you have nobody to blame. Thank you.